What's up? I'm just trying to get my chat up real quick, just so then I can properly say hi. We'll get it figured. Turn it down just a little. I really want to have my stream pop up so then I can see if I need to adjust anything. Okay, it is working. Right on. Yeah, so I don't know if you've ever heard this game before. It's definitely an yeah, okay, see there, I just got it going. See, it's all only in the little. Well, I don't know. Let's see. I can just choose. Wow, okay, that's not it. That's probably it. That makes sense. If it's not, then I can probably fix it with going back into... You know, older games. This game's pretty sweet, though. It is definitely unique. If I bring this back like that... Sorry for this mess around. This game, it's got like, I don't know, like 12 different endings or something like that. It's a simple game. Can't really see, but it says back. Yeah, I'm gonna try something. Do this. Right? Okay, so that doesn't really do anything. Full screen. Run in a window. Borderless window. Full screen. Oh, there. Give me a sec. I'll get it all figured. Yeah, whatever. I think this should probably be good enough, right? Stretched out just a little more. I think something like that should be alright. I think we're good to get this game going. See how it looks on the stream. You know what? Whatever. It's not too bad. My little bubble thing where I'm chilling in the corner isn't blocking much. This is a story game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where
Get a
he
drink?
was employee number 427.
Get some popcorn?
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Hey. I didn't want to interrupt. I want to stretch this out just a little more. Okay. So this game, the narrator, there we go. That looks way better. The narrator, you can follow what the narrator says, or you can go a different path from what the narrator says, and you can actually piss the narrator off.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room for ammo.
Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, I wish I had someone here in the chat to tell me which door to go through. You know? L, R, left, right. I don't even remember what the narrator told me to do. I'm just gonna pick a door. I don't even remember. This one. Anybody in the chat though, if you want, you can tell me what to do if you want when you see it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Whoa.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No, I didn't. No way. I closed the door, actually, with myself inside. And I got comfy.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
No, I'm gonna chill here. It's a sweet broom closet.
It
Can I jump?
was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Sweet fuck. Oh, wow. Thanks, narrator.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing?
Yeah.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here.
Hey, isn't
I'm
it?
genuinely confused.
Hey, Levy. I'm trying to break the narrator right now.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, At least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story
What's good, buddy?
whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
That's right. That's right. That's funny. I didn't know he did that.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, and a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system, and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she
No
has
way,
fallen
headphones.
prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
The narrator got so intense there. Whoa. I was not ready to be accused of being stupid, fat, and ugly, and ordering hookers. And whoa. Whoa.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the
It's
controls
kind of funny.
to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
It's kind of funny. That was stupid. Alright, he must be done. He must be done.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Which way do you want to go? That was funny. That was really funny. That's good stuff. I'm gonna go down because he told me not to. Why not? I don't need to follow the original story right off the hop. I can do whatever I want. Uh-oh, I don't want to go in here.
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be
Oh,
real.
isn't it?
And at
It's
last,
insanely
he came
well
to the
done.
conclusion
Like,
that had been on the tip of his
how
tongue. He just hadn't found the words
much
for it.
time
I'm dreaming!
would it have
he
taken
yelled.
to like done
This
this?
is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
Like, what a
He
mind
would
bend,
prove it.
right?
He would prove that he was in control, that
That's
this
right.
was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Right.
I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Aw.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Wait, what?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Oh,
But
okay,
on this
good.
particular
Great.
day, her walk was
Fantastic.
interrupted by the body of a man
I
who had
OD'd.
stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
Back in the day
I
when they
am
only
sane.
did this.
I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had
Man, this
scheduled
is a
for that
long
day.
minute.
The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this. So it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
That's right. That's what you do with bodies. Oh, whoa. Look at this. Why is the floor all dirty? I don't remember seeing this ever, actually.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Why is
Stanley
all...
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so there's a few things in this game that I do remember. I don't remember the paper on the floor here.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
How do you do it? It's like right here. Right? I think it's like right here. There's a way that you can get up here. Yeah, okay. Yeah. You get up and then you crouch and then you can actually sneak through this window. I'm gonna go through this though. I wanna see what I'll show you that the next time. Look at all these papers. What's with all the paper? What did I do? What am I doing? Am I doing anything? I don't even know what that is. None of the doors are closing. This one will. What's back here that I'm missing out on? I'm missing on something. Just give me a sec. My door is closed. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, here we go.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
That's fine. That's correct.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No way, man. I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
That's correct. That's how I feel every day, to this day. Non-stop. Looks like I go on this.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her? What?
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Winners win sometimes, you know?
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself,
It's
that's
raining.
all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Perfect.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Check this out. See? Ha! Ha 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 ha!
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map
That's
until he
right.
heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He
Uh-oh.
then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
This
Why
is
don't we
so
take
great.
a minute just to drink it all in?
Wow.
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Do I get to choose? No, I like it. Here.
Ah, then in that case, we'll continue.
Right
Now,
on.
Here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps
Oh
you've
my
just played
God.
the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though
If
the
someone
other
asks
option
me
is
to,
really
I'll check
miserable
it
to
out.
listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now,
Including
I
you
built up
guys.
the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
No. Yes? Is this really it right now until I restart manually? Do I actually have to do it? I think I do. Okay.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again. When Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and
Whatever.
Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
I have a
just
couple
to
places
admire
I
it.
want to check out.
Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
That's right.
Stanley was so bad at following directions,
That's
it's
right.
incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley,
Okay,
I
we're
think
gonna get all the
perhaps
way
we've
to the
gotten
end.
off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I
Gonna get
realize that
all
investing
the
your
way
trust in
to
someone
the
else
end.
can be difficult, but the fact is that the
All
story has been about
the
nothing
way
but you all this time.
To the
There's someone
end.
you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay. We'll give you a chance. Punk. What kind of a chance do you want?
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Through the red door. Stanley walked through the red door. Okay, guys? We're going to walk through the red door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay, through the red door. Red door. Red door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay. I guess I'll have to walk through the red door.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well,
That's
don't
right, I
let
do.
me stop you.
I do want to check it out.
You see? There's nothing here.
It's
I haven't
beautiful.
even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did.
Yes.
And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
Yes.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Oh, he's gonna give me a new game.
There we go. A third option. This
Look
already
at that.
feels leaps ahead of where
All
we were
right.
before.
Okay. Here we go.
Ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Okay. I'm trying.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
Okay. Here we
Let's
go.
take a
Here we
look.
go. Here we go. Oh, what? There's a leaderboard? Doors opened. Attempted. That's hilarious. I want to take this one.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Hey, right on.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
That's
I
right.
think the art world will really take notice.
The
But
art
of course,
world
the
will
message
take
of the
a
game
lot of
only
notice.
becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because
No.
if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me.
That's right.
I'm not
Maybe
even
you
going
should
to
just
try
quit.
it. I'm out. I'm done.
Goodbye, narrator.
It's over.
See ya.
Thank you for playing. Your
No,
input
thank
was
you for
extremely
quitting.
valuable.
Shut up,
Hey, since my
stupid.
game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game just to ease the pain?
Yeah. Play
Let's
someone
see.
else's game. Let's play someone else's game. Hey, dummy McDummerson.
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Is he gonna get me to play a different game?
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it
Yay!
enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough?
This is
Well,
all
I'll
I've
say
ever
this,
wanted.
I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Are you? Where? You can't even do.
This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, It's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
All of it. I don't want to. What if I don't? I can't close it. Okay, I have to.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
That's
Diamond
right. That's
everything.
right.
Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Really? Hell yeah.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No. It's kind of neat.
Oh, no, 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 no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Wow. Where am I now? Is this Portal?
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it.
It's Portal.
You, trapped in a glass box.
Guys,
with no
it's
way
Portal.
out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Okay. I'll get out of here. I'll get out of here. This way. It's Portal.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley.
That's
Your
right.
forte.
Can I break this game? I wonder.
Genius.
No, I want this one. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to. It's not gonna let me break it.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I
No.
really don't care
No,
much
no,
to see you
no,
stop.
no, no. Peace. Okay. I just jumped away from him. Where the heck am I? Where do I even go? What's this way? Nothing. What's over here? This is dark. Oh, look, it's the 2 doors. Oh, look. I found my office. Did I break the game? What's that all about? Uh-oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Oh, I thought it was going to make me restart it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hey. Oh, neat. Maybe if I do like a different ending and come back and push something there, maybe something opens up.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
except
first,
for the correct
just
way.
to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
This way?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no,
What?
it's to the right, my mistake.
Okay, I guess I'm going this way.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a
Yeah,
minute,
which
please?
way? Always looking through his notes.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Well, what is this?
Okay. We just have to get back to...
Wired.
Oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Naturally.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Did I miss a screen? Where did the other one go? Okay, well, whatever.
When Stanley... Wait, what?
Yeah, wait, what?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley,
Yeah, there's more doors.
Did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No.
Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
That's right.
It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley, let's find the story.
We gotta find the story, guys. Oh, is it here? Oh, no freaking way. Well, that's not the story. What if the story is over here? I think I found the story, guys.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
No.
Do we need to restart the game again?
No, don't do that.
Well,
You'll
I
wreck
find it
it.
unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Game's definitely restarted this time. No doors.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
We might have. Can't pick that up.
Aha! I
Oh, it's
knew we
changed.
missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
This is like literally just bringing me in circles. And
Now this-
here.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it
I figured
really
out how to
paid
beat
off,
the
so
game.
Good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
What do you mean?
Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow
Right
the line.
on.
How simple is that?
I can find a way.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
What? No, I wanna go this way. Okay. I don't think they understand how my mind works. It doesn't work with the line. Okay, I guess it's gonna have to work with the line. Okay. Is there anything over here?
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
To destiny.
here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there?
That's
Or
right.
to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Hold
Now,
up.
we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is
Correct.
this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa.
Yes.
Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
It did
Well,
get
I'd
a
like
bit
to
weird.
apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Hey, right on. Just gotta follow the line. Payday.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You
Okay.
won't want to miss anything. Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
It's all over the place.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh no.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Really? What if I just go back? Can I just sit? No? Wow, this is a long ending.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm
Oh.
ready for it.
Look, this is close. That's farther. That one actually goes to like right here. Whoa, that's trippy. Huh. That's cool. That's cool. How do you encode a map to do that? It spins. Like that's the way you go. You have to.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay. It's gone.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Right
How
on.
important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Wow.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
I've been playing the confusion ending
confusion
for
ending.
16.
You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
What?
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again.
Everything.
Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't
That's right.
do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
What?
I guess now we just wait. You
Get
know,
bored and leave?
I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Wow. I think
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
we're
Stanley
on.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We're back on the normal timeline. I think.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find
It
a trace
feels
of
like
his
it.
co-workers.
That was a crazy ending, actually. What a confusion ending. Like, what?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find... Oh, no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Oh, that was so stupid.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
There we go. I feel like I can open that.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an inch. The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Okay. I'm curious, though.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
That's right, I did. Then I went
Yet
through
there
here.
was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
He boarded up the broom closet. I can't even go in. It's locked up. Well, on that note, I'm gonna go to bed. I gotta be up early for work tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed this weird game. I hope you enjoy my videos. I hope you check out some more, genuinely. Have a good have a good night. Have a good day. Just have a good one. Peace.